Luna's been very patient with me today. I've been very slow to get started. And now it's the hot of the day, so I'm even slower. Oh, now she's coming. We stopped by here earlier, but early in the morning when we did a little walk, and these treats were not out yet. She's not very interested in biscuits, but I love that she knew exactly where to go. So that was kind of funny to see her do that, because she doesn't like biscuits. But we walked, somewhere, however it was, is not our usual route across, and she knew exactly where to go for those biscuits that she didn't want. Come here. Now we wait for the bikes. We see bikes coming. All right, well, they're not coming this far down. We can cross this way. So it's looking like it might be time for some new shoes. These this morning became apparent that they're not going to hold up much longer. Before you say anything, these shoes have lasted 3 months, which is I could glue them, but for $30 I'd just as soon buy another pair. So that might be the play. We're only a couple of miles from Costco. I'm rocking these Kirkland shoes for a lot of reasons. Let me explain it to you real quick. Trying to find somewhere relatively quiet. You'll have to pardon the road noise. Look, these shoes are all black, okay? No style. It sounds so... This is not the 20-year-old me talking, but they're simple, they're styled. This is like a mesh top, so it's breathable. It dries quick. This sole is like super spongy, super squishy, especially when they're brand new. I put a lot of miles on my shoes. So the fact that these have held up as long as they have, might be 4 months, I think. I got these in Kansas City, so what would that be? March, April, May, June, July, and now we're midway through August. So let's just call it 3 months. No markings really. There's a little strap on the back, kind of like a reflector thing, and it says Kirkland on the bottom, right? But man, they're $30. It's cheaper than socks, man. I can buy a pair of these every 3 months and it's like nothing. And these are just like, these are my road dogs. They're just out here living rough. We're just out here walking on this, on that, on sand, on rooftops, on metal, on bike pedals, on tile, on carpet. These go on everything, so they're gonna get abused. I'll put it to you like this. I don't want to knock anybody's brands, anybody's taste, or sense of style. I have bought $150 shoes, and I will grant you, they were comfortable. I will give them that. And I think they were attractive. It was a nice color, nice material, nice build. It did have markings on it, obviously, because that's part of what you're paying for when you buy shoes like the ones I'm thinking of. But man, they didn't last me 3 months before the pocket of air in the back was ruptured and leaking, and I'm walking on a flat shoe. And that's not gonna work. It's definitely not gonna work for 150. I think they were 120, honestly, because I got them at probably at an outlet mall or something like that. Nah, I can't be doing that. If I had the money to do that, I wouldn't be doing that. But for this is the exact same comfort level. I guess we're tired. It's hot, right? I told you we could have just stayed over there in the shade. And now I think we're gonna piddle around here for a little bit, see what we get into. No, but seriously, these shoes are as comfortable as those are. That's for my feet. Your feet may be different. I have wide feet, I have low arches, I guess. I don't know. I'm going off what I think I've learned about my feet over the years. The first pair of name brand shoes that I ever bought for myself, come on, were also that brand of shoes that I'm thinking about, that I'm not going to mention because I've got no hate for them. I just need shoes that hold up better than that. But the first pair of shoes I ever bought was like name brand shoes. Got them with my own money, whatever I was saving up and working as a teenager. And, they weren't like the high-end marquee of that shoe label, of that brand, but they were the name brand. I don't know how long they lasted. They lasted as long as they did. This is a slightly different construction of the ones with the pocket of air in the heel, or the sole that I'm thinking of. But those shoes were not for my feet. They weren't for my feet. Like, I can't wear them. They were too narrow. It hurt to walk in them, so I'm not doing that either. So for $30, that's $10 a month. 10 divided by 30. What would that be, Luna? Let's do some simple. So if you do 10 into 30, we'll just call it 30 days. $10. That's 30 days. That's... Or you got some hot breath. Okay, let's do 30 into 10, right? So add a 0. Include one of the zeros after the decimal. So it's 30 into 100 would be 3. And then it's just, right? Carry the 3, right? No, wait, because that would be 90. Yeah, carry the 3. So 333, a $3.33 a month. Hold on, I can do this. Bear with me. I'm doing math while I'm trying not to trip over anything or walk in front of traffic. 10 into 30 days. $10 into 30 days. We're dividing. Now see, that's the bus we could take right there to go to that Costco. I don't really want to ride a bus though, but I think we might end up doing that. Well, we'd have to figure out if that's the right bus first of all. Let's see what we got, Luna. Okay, let's do this math. I'm tripping because I'm trying to figure out where I got that 10 from. It's $30 for the shoes. That's more or less, right? It's like 28 or 29, and then with tax or whatever, it's 32, who knows? And it's roughly 30 days in a month, right? Some months it's 28, some months it's 25. A lot of months it's 31. Let's call it 30 days, $30. It's $1 a day. I spend more than that on coffee. I can afford shoes like that. So there's my very, There's my very rudimentary breakdown of why these shoes make fiscal sense for me. Now, I could go get some super glue, and I may do that because if I go to this Costco and they don't have these shoes, these are the shoes I wear. I don't wear other shoes. But you can go find some. No, I'm not going to. I've already done that. I can wear some, I can wear Nike Torch 4s, provided they haven't changed them. I can wear those. I can wear those just fine. Not quite as light as these. And I'm saying that not as a criticism. I'm just saying the kind of shoes that I need for the amount of walking that I do and as many miles as I put on these shoes. But those are good. Those are good shoes. Those are shoes I'm comfortable with. Couple of drawbacks now that I'm wearing something that's a little more comfortable for me. Couple of drawbacks to those shoes. Nothing major. I'd grab them, but they are like $65, $70 shoes. Sometimes if I get them at the right store, I can get them buy one get one half off. So we're looking at, let's call it 70 and then 35, so $105 for 2 pairs of shoes. That's not bad if I find that deal. And that's if they have my sizes, and that's if I don't have to drive all over town looking for my size. I'm not going to do that anymore. These I know are at Costco. I'm not a big Costco person. There's nothing that I really get there. Sometimes I'll get a pair of shorts. Sometimes I'll get a shirt that I think I like, but it doesn't fit me well after I've worn it for a couple of days. Oh, there's that bus, man. These buses roll through here. I thought we was gonna have to wait like half an hour for another bus. Where's he pulling into? Yeah, he's coming right in here. And they got a little sticker on this one for Luna Park. Damn, Luna, let's see if we can catch that one. I was gonna come in this IKEA and give me some ice cream, but we might have to make a move here if we can. Let's see if he's gonna be here for a second. He may not. Okay, I guess in the fog of doing all that math, that was my bus right there. We got on the right bus number, just the wrong bus route. I didn't even record in the yeah, I like that doorway. I didn't record on the bus, but they had USB chargers for your phone or any other device that might charge with a USB. Now, granted, I may not buy overly expensive shoes, but I definitely buy unnecessarily expensive smartphones. So I'm locked into a USB-C, but no complaints about that being on the bus, even if it wasn't the charger I needed or would have needed. Honestly, I don't think I need one right now, but still, that's a nice touch. How hard is that just to put a USB-C, any of those things on anything? Hey, here's the here's the little dock where I was slamming my bike into the thing last night. Wonder about that. Wonder how that bike's doing. Anyway, so now we're gonna get it. Now, I wasn't gonna take the bus. I was gonna go to IKEA, get some ice cream, and then maybe grab one of these bikes and take it to Costco. I think I'm gonna give the bus a shot. I'm not a big fan of the bus. I don't know, man. Seems weirdly. I guess it's not any noisier than anything else, but it feels noisy to me. However, some subways you can see street level and elevated, of course, but most subways are subterranean, so you don't get to see all of that. Honestly, this Costco, well, I'm not going to walk there, so I'm not even going to pretend to discuss that idea, but it's not that far away. I mean, I'll walk that far today anyway, but I'm trying to save some of my energy and a relatively dry shirt for now. And so I'm going to take the bus, but I got to take a couple of routes or a couple of different lines to get there. So we'll see how that works. It's going to be like a 40-minute trip, man. I'll probably be done with the bus for a while once I get on that one. So I need to make sure that I'm on the side of the street going the direction that I need to go. In order to do that, I'm going to go more or less the direction the bus will travel and make sure I'm hitting the right ones. Okay, we made it on the right bus. Bus 1 of 2. That was the 61. Now we got to get on the 37. I can honestly make this walk pretty easy just going down here to Costco. But I think I'm going to hop on the bus since we're paying for it. Should be here in about 10 minutes, and then we'll be at Costco, and then we'll see what our shoe situation looks like. Downtown Brooklyn. Here's the trade-off. We left IKEA before getting oh man, I freaked out for a second. I thought that was my Tahoe. I don't know why. All those tickets on there, but that's fun. We left IKEA without getting ice cream, but now we're going to Costco. Make sure I got my wallet. Now we're going to Costco. And Costco got ice cream too, and it's a lot more ice cream. What I usually tell myself is, look, this is like $2 for a giant cup of this soft serve ice cream. I can eat half of it and throw it away, and I'm still making out. You're not gonna get ice cream that cheap anywhere else. I mean, it costs that much at IKEA for a much smaller cone, Burger King, and then anywhere else it's not like a chain. Nah, $6. So now we get a big cup of ice cream and maybe pre-diabetes, and maybe a slice of authentic Brooklyn pizza from Costco. We made it to, hey, you don't want that. Made it to Costco here in Industry City. I guess that's the name of this development. Not too painful of a ride. I'm sitting here debating if I'm going to keep these old shoes for like river shoes or something. I know I need to, but now the thing is like, because they're still fine. If I can't find my shoes here, I'm going to glue these up and continue wearing them anyway, but now I got to figure out like how to get them back. I don't want to carry a bunch of stuff. Definitely not carrying them in that box, or in that, yeah, the shoe box that they come in. So we'll figure something out. The beer.
Yeah, more, yeah.
The beer.
Yeah, more, yeah.
All right, fast forward. The shoe situation didn't work out, but we did get some draws. And we always need draws. Now we're gonna take this in up to either Atlantic or across the Manhattan Bridge to Chinatown. Who knows? Who knows? We ended up getting out at Barclays Center and making the commitment to stroll down Atlantic once and for all, which is fine. It's a lot of stores and shops and a few animal clinics, animal groomers. There's an animal bakery, things like that. Nice wide sidewalks, lots of restaurants. There was a lot of baby Arabic, Middle Eastern stores, carpets, hookah, things that, you know, sold the stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Nothing that I was compelled to pull out the camera and start recording immediately. But we're gonna go down Smith Street again because I've got to get a couple more postcards for the kiddos. And that was his coolest street. That was the one we were on yesterday. As this is a little bit bigger, but we'll get it done. And then I think we're gonna take the subway across to Chinatown, maybe, just to get across the water and see that shot across the Manhattan Bridge. See if there's anything there to see. This is a lot more like Montrose in Houston. Forewent the pleasures of Brooklyn's shopping area there to go ahead and do walk across the Manhattan Bridge, expecting to get a view of Brooklyn Bridge, of course, and the financial district. And end up over there in Chinatown, Little Italy, that kind of block. Maybe get something to eat. I really want to see this view while there's still plenty of daylight, though. So the pedestrian bridge of the part of the Manhattan Bridge runs right next to the subway line, so it's going to get pretty loud. So this introduction serves as your narration for the duration of the next few minutes or so until we get across the bridge. Of course, I'll be stopping, hopefully get some good views, see what we see. This is a unique bridge, and architecturally, or whatever you call the architecture of bridges, it's beautiful. Although I will say that train running right there next to the pedestrian bridge makes it a little hard to really enjoy. I don't feel any danger, but it is loud. Luna, on the other hand, probably has no idea what's going on, why it's that loud. She's doing fine, but obviously it's not comfortable. But maybe this is the payoff up here. We'll get up here and get to enjoy this view for a minute. Come on this side. Now she's waiting for a treat. She's gonna start associating the sound of that train with a treat. Because I've been giving her treats every time we let one pass. Let's see what we got up here, Luna. That's the park where we've been hanging out the last few handful of sunsets. It's a hot one today. I'm feeling it. Even with the sun being low on the horizon like that, it's cooking. I'm cooking. Beautiful view though. Pretty loud, but quite a view, man. We're on the other side of the Manhattan Bridge now, effectively in Chinatown, although we haven't really gotten off the bridge yet. How much do you think one of those apartments costs? Manhattan end of the Manhattan Bridge, and there's a little view of the Empire State Building. Canal Street in the foreground, Bowery as we pan left. Welcome to Chinatown, Luna.
Not even dumplings? Okay, that's pumpkin.
You could do the 6. The 6 is right there.
It wasn't actually heading. Cute legs.
Fast forward, it was a shower day necessary. Man, what's up with that? I guess it's time to eat too, because my brain's not working. She's being cool now, but she just now had that leash in her hand, or in her teeth. And she was throwing a fit because I wouldn't give her any more treats. That's why you don't buy your kids junk food. Because then you set the bar so high, and it's like, they start throwing a temper tantrum. She's actually really good. She didn't put up much of a fight. I didn't even have enough time to get my phone out to start recording her. But we have some HVTs, high value treats, that I'm really on the fence about giving to her in the first place. But they are super effective as far as training. And I cut them into the smallest pieces, and usually parse them out throughout the session or event or the day or whatever. It's not like she's just eating those all the time. But it was really funny because she picked up her leash. She's usually got a leash, sits right there, and that's the tool that she uses to communicate that she wants to go out, that she's ready to go outside. She'll just bring me the leash, and that way I don't have to guess what her whining is about. Anyway, she was gnawing on that leash just now, and I told her I was going to record her to document her poor behavior. It's really pretty funny though. She did a lot of walking, and she had I know she's exhausted, and she was just using the last fumes of energy to make a case for more treats. We're in Brooklyn. We're on Borum and Atlantic at the Planet Fitness, and I'm just getting back from a much needed shower today. I didn't realize it till I went in there and had to go to where the showers are, that's the first one that I went to in Brooklyn. Everything looks familiar now, more or less familiar. I say familiar, but familiar for a visitor. But the first day I got here, I just happened to try it out. I happened to get a parking spot right here, which is a must for me because I've got Luna stays in the truck, so she's got to be close. Well, this is the only parking that's close is right up front. I guess I could turn this around. So anyway, we did Chinatown. This is just a brief recap. It was like this all day long, all night long, 24/7. With the noise and the honking and everything. I'll say this: New York City is not for everybody. However, everybody lives here. You can find personality types of all walks of life. Everybody. So, if they can, anybody can, you can. But not a lot of people are gonna find the justification to live here, work here, pay to live here, commute here, pay state taxes here, all those other things. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Having said that, like I said, I've seen everybody here. And the times that I've been here in times past, and this trip especially, when I've had so much time to be here, not just be here, but be present, sober. I'm making lots of observations. And yeah, definitely picking up on all the personalities that live in a city like this. Anyway, so we did Chinatown. We walked back. I was gonna eat there. I wanted to take some more pictures there. She was tired, rightly so. We did a lot of walking. She did a lot of walking, which meant that now I'm carrying her for a lot of it, which meant that now I'm, eating into the wellness of my back, which meant the trip was going to get shorter. So we just took a train back toward Red Hook, and got out on the train station that was closest there with the thought that, okay, I need to eat. And there was a Whole Foods nearby, and it was still open. I'm thinking we can grab a couple of things. I can get some water, hopefully a chicken breast for her, you know, things of that nature. Then I'm realizing, I got a shower, and the gyms are not open 24 hours here like they are in other states. Maybe it's just New York City. I don't think it's just New York City. Somebody told me is most of the state was not 24 hours, so they all close at 11. So I can find something to eat around the clock. I'm not going to be able to take a shower around the clock, and I wasn't going to sleep tonight without a shower. So here we are. So we got out there. I couldn't get a bike out. I wanted to get one of those e-bikes, and I couldn't. None of them would scan out of the terminal, the station, the docks that they have for them, which meant I got a manual bike. I don't know what it is about those manual bikes. I don't mind paying for the e-bike. I'm just here for right now. So this is just an expense that I've accepted that I'm going to incur. So give me the e-bike. But the manual bike, like, why do you even make it? First of all those bikes, e-bike or otherwise, they're so top heavy. I'm not a fan. I'm like, and on top of that, of course, I've got a dog and a cradle across my chest. You know, and then of course you're driving oh my God. The grooves, ruts, I won't say rut, because there's nothing that's going to make me fall off of that bike that I've encountered so far. But like potholes, the difference in the surface level between the street and a manhole cover, not forgiving. Oh man. And then Luna was getting tired, so tired of the position she was in. So she's learned how to shift in that little cradle, that little crossbody thing that she rides in for now. Not ideal for her or I, and I have my concerns about her posture in that thing for long periods of time, but it works for now, especially if I can have her slung to the back. The only thing is then I can't really watch her to see if like she's choking on the cloth or you know, if she starts moving around, there's no way to really control her. I've really just got to stop what I'm doing and get to the lowest point just to make sure if she falls out, she's falling from 1 foot, not from, you know, 5 foot 10 inches. Anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, so with that bike. So it gave me a manual bike, and I'm like, nah, this sucks. And granted, I was going uphill, and I'm tired, and we're walking miles a day, so my legs are fatigued and whatever else you can say that. But even still, like, man, I'm like, give me my old BMX bike from when I was a kid. Somehow that worked better. The pedaling to momentum ratio. Anyway, I got rid of that bike. That's the first kind of bike I checked out too, and I swore never again. It's like, no, I'm not doing this. Once you get on an e-bike, those other bikes don't make any sense, for real. I'm not even talking about just going down the street to go get something. I'm like, if it's like 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks that I'm walking, like right now, I'm gonna go grab something to eat. It's you know, it's just over there. It's not very far. If you could see through buildings, you know, it's probably in plain sight. But if you gave me one of those bikes, I'm not riding that thing. I'd much rather walk. I hate those manual ones. They're just so, I don't know. I've ridden a bike all my life. I don't have a bike now. I'm not a bike rider, I wouldn't say. But I've always been capable of riding a bike. Man, those things are like a pain in the neck. So anyway, once I decided, that's how I got to Whole Foods. And once I realized, well, let's either jump into Whole Foods and grab a couple of things, or hightail it back to the truck and come down to Planet Fitness and get a shower. I knew the shower was the win for sure. I mean, I've got food in here. We can get food wherever. Food's not a big problem, but I was going to be not my best self if I wasn't getting a shower today. So now that's done. So now I got to go get a burrito. I was just giving her some treats to reward her. She usually gets the treats as soon as we get back to the vehicle, but as we were on a bit of a time crunch, we kind of forewent that formality. You can see that she's still holding her leash. It's hilarious. I don't like seeing her mad, but I love seeing her personalities come out whenever, whenever the environment becomes stimulating. This morning she was like just staring at other dogs that were walking by off in the distance, but like intently. And it was just funny to watch her because she was really locked in, and she wasn't necessarily anxious to go to the bathroom or go for a walk or anything like that. She definitely wanted to as soon as the opportunity presented itself. But for the most part, no, she spent like a good 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, just like staring at dogs that were walking by or off in the distance, playing in the grass or whatever, and just with this low sort of communicative, like it's not a growl, but it is a growl, but it's really low and really mild. I like to think she's telling me. She's just letting me know that she sees something out there, but I don't know necessarily what that growl is for. But that's the growl that I wish she would do whenever anything else, especially with people walking by with their dogs, or somebody that walks by that has a unique gait, like a unique way of walking for whatever reason, like that really sticks out to her. Or if they're wearing a mask, or if they've got like equipment on, like, I don't know, a football helmet or a witch's hat or something that makes their silhouette look irregular. I often wonder, because sometimes she'll see me walking to the truck or the car or whatever we're in, from a distance, she'll recognize, it seems like she'll recognize me. And a lot of times I wear headphones, over-ear headphones, to kind of protect my hearing, because I just hear everything. It seems like it's just this wave of noise comes in, and it's hard for me to parse through it to make sense of the line of communication that I need to be focusing on. So I'll wear over-ear headphones, and it's half the time I'm not even listening to anything coming, like media, like music or YouTube videos or anything. I'm just wearing them just to kind of like dull the sensory experience, bring it down a notch or two. Because all of this is like those high beam LED lights. Like all of this sound, it's like none of this needs to be half as loud as what it is. But what are you gonna do? Well, you're gonna wear over-ear headphones. Anyway, she'll see me from a distance, so I know she recognizes something distinct about my silhouette as opposed to other people. And I'm sure she mistakes other people for me sometimes. It's bound to happen, of course, right? But like if she sees somebody walking and they have a weird shape to them that she doesn't recognize, like I said, some piece of equipment, or they're carrying, like they're walking with walking sticks or something, so it looks like 4 giant legs is what I imagine she's seen. A lot of times she'll growl, and and occasionally she'll bark too, and I understand it. Everybody doesn't understand it, and it's not the sort of thing that you can just, she just being a dog, whatever. You've got to check her on that, of course, but she's communicating that something's way off, and it is. Like, to be fair, it is. It does look peculiar, even to someone who recognizes exactly what it is. You can see why. Yeah, if I saw that walking out of a dark corner, it would probably freak me out too, So anyway, but that low grumble is what I wish that she would do in instances like that, where I know that she's telling me she sees something that she doesn't totally like, but she's not being the aggressor, or she's not initiating some sort of defensive, protective posture in regards to that. So that's what she was doing all morning. So it's been a long day. I like when her personality comes out like that. It's cool to watch her and imagine what she would do on her own, if she wasn't just walking everywhere that I was making her walk, or playing the games with the treats that we play. So anyway, that's the long and the short of it. We're gonna go grab something to eat. He's gonna go get those guys. Good luck. They're on dirt bikes. You're not getting them, buddy. I don't think they actually do anything to pull them over. I think I've seen them kind of tell them a few times, and I think they're just doing it to make sure that they get out of there. I saw them doing something similar with the I could be totally wrong. Maybe there's nothing wrong with it, but that officer did turn the lights on in his patrol car. Made me think it was that's usually when you go to pull somebody over, right? Or you're on official business in that moment, right? As a patrol officer. Anyway, I saw them doing that in Times Square. It seemed to me like those slingshot vehicles, 2 wheels in the front, 1 in the back, almost like a real comfortable 2-seater sort of tricycle. And they were cruising through Times Square, and there was, 5 of them, maybe a little more. And they were cruising through Times Square, and the music was really loud, at least in the front one. I can't imagine that was the infraction, because Times Square is so loud all the time anyway. But there was a cop that seemed to just be behind them. He's not asking them to pull over or anything like that. It was just almost like he was flushing them out. It was like, yeah, just keep moving. So anyway, that's what it looked like he was doing there. Could be wrong about that. All right, time to eat and upload this and call it a day. Yeah, I think that's it. I gotta wake up this critter to go get something to eat, and that's gonna bum me out, but such is life. She's racked out. Man. Love you, Luna. Thank you for everything. You did really good today. All right, here's something that's occurred to me before I completely sign off on this one. The math I was doing earlier for the shoes. All right, so it's $30 for a pair of those shoes. I gotta rectify this because it's driving me crazy. Assuming they last me 3 months, okay, it would be $1 a day would be enough for 1 month. So you split that over 3 months, is basically 33 cents a day. 33 cents a day for 3 months buys you a new pair of those shoes. Maybe they last longer with more normal use or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, I'm sure I covered that, but just to make sure it's in the captain's log, I didn't get those shoes. We're gonna have to find them somewhere else or order them online. I wonder if you can do that. 33 cents a day. Every day for 3 months, new pair of shoes. That's pretty cheap. That's not bad, actually. All right, time to go eat.